Hi, it's Heather with another episode of my Mold Breakers diary. Um, I'm just checking in today because I talked to my doctor earlier this week to get more information about the labs that I had. I had a lab with Great Plains Laboratory, which was a urine mycotoxin test, which it tests the kinds, I think up to like 12 or 13 different kinds of mycotoxins that you might be um, eliminating, and I tested really, really high for two of them. And the only thing I knew was that that meant that I could actually detox, which is a problem for moldies. Um, but I talked to my doctor, and it turns out the levels are high enough that it indicates to her that I'm being currently exposed to mold. Um, she says it's possible that I got out of the situations that I was in and my body's just now dumping a lot of toxins, like it's finally able to process the elimination. But she thinks it's more likely that I'm being currently exposed, which means I now have to go. I just moved here. What is today? October 21. And I just moved in here the last weekend of July. So I've been here 2 full months, 2.5 months. And the thought of like moving again and doing a search um, for a mold-free place that's in my price, in my budget, because I'm sort of between jobs, because I'm currently on sabbatical as a musician. There's not much for me for indie artists like myself out there at the moment anyway, so it just made sense to look for different work for a while, or permanently, who knows. But that just the thought of that just makes me angry and frustrated, and I feel defeated. um, but we thought, like, at least let's reposition me to get back on track with my eating. And one of the mycotoxins that I have is effectively eliminated with green tea. So I've been doing a couple cups of green tea a day, and the kind that I've been drinking is this organic Tulsi green, because the Tulsi is also good for people who are detoxing mold. Um, and then I'm also, where because my hair is falling out, I got my hair cut, and but it's like really it's like really thin, in a way that it's never really been thin before. I mean, it's like falling out. And apparently, one of the mycotoxins that I have in my system really high is also one that's used in chemotherapy. So it would make sense that my hair is falling out. But I'm supposed to be adding more minerals into my food and my beverages, so I'm going to use like mineral drops, but I'm also using this Kombu. It's like pre-cut. Here, I'll open it up. I don't know if you probably know what kombu is, but it's a seaweed, and it's got really good minerals in it, and it comes in these pre-cut squares. And one of the ways that's really great to use it is like if you're cooking beans, to put one of these in there. It actually is a more complete way of eating beans. But I've just put it, making a pot of lentil soup. So putting it in that, I'm going to try to include it in more of my dishes again. And then I'm doing one of the mycotoxins that I have in my system is really effectively eliminated through sweat. So I've signed up for weekly sauna sessions at a local different doctor's office that has more equipment in his facility. So he's got a sauna and a shower. So I'm going to go there weekly and just try to sweat it out, and that'll also like boost my immune system as we head into winter, which I think is probably a really smart move, since the one mycotoxin is an immune suppressant. And then I found out the reason why my natural killer cell function test wasn't working at Quest Labs, and we got that solved. So I'm going to be scheduling that for either later this week or early next week, and hopefully get that back sometime maybe by next week, late next week. So that's what's going on. I'm just like really frustrated and upset that I might be still living in a moldy place, like to the extent that I have levels that high. She did say that my levels were really high, or that I'm going to the office once a week on my part-time job, and maybe that's the source. I don't know. I'm just frustrated because I'm just trying to get clean, and I do everything I can, and it's still outrageously high. So I don't know. That's my entry for the day, And I'll check in again maybe when I have more results. I'm going to be doing labs on my apartment. That's what I mean. So when I have results from my apartment. And maybe the office. And maybe my car. Hell, I don't know. All right, bye.